Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Perkenalkan, saya Nisa Royasa, saya dosen tetap di Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris Universitas Jenderal Sudirman. Saya akan mempresentasikan mata kuliah yang saya ampu, dan mata kuliah ini sangat erat berkaitan dengan bidang keilmuan saya, yaitu Cross Cultural Understanding atau CCU. Mata kuliah ini diberikan kepada mahasiswa semester 3 dan merupakan mata kuliah wajib. Di dalam prosesnya, mahasiswa akan dibekali sikap serta keterampilan dalam memahami berbagai macam budaya dalam ruang lingkup lokal, nasional, bahkan internasional. Diharapkan setelah mata kuliah ini, mahasiswa memiliki sikap open-minded, terbuka, inklusif, dan siap untuk bisa berkomunikasi secara efektif dengan orang dari berbagai macam latar belakang, budaya, sejarah, ras, dan lain sebagainya. Mata kuliah ini menerapkan metode case-based learning dan project-based learning. Di akhir mata kuliah, mahasiswa akan diberikan tugas untuk mengadakan proyek bernama International Day. Pustaka utama yang kami gunakan dalam mata kuliah ini adalah pustaka atau modul yang kami susun sendiri. Sebuah modul bernama Under Diversity Umbrella, dibuat di tahun 2022. Kami juga menggunakan pustaka lain, diantaranya Intercultural Communication in Context, ditulis oleh Judith N. Martin dan Thomas K. Nakayama, serta Multicultural Education, yang ditulis oleh Patricia Ramsey dan Leslie R. Williams. Proporsi penilaian dari mata kuliah ini yaitu project sebesar 40%, mid semester sebesar 30%, keaktifan sebesar 20%, dan tugas sebesar 20%. Capaian pembelajaran dari mata kuliah CCU adalah mahasiswa mampu menjelaskan konsep dasar dan teori lintas budaya serta relevansinya dalam pembelajaran bahasa asing. Mahasiswa juga mampu mendemonstrasikan pemahaman yang menyeluruh terhadap konsep komunikasi interkultural antar bangsa. Mahasiswa mampu menerapkan strategi komunikasi yang efektif dalam berbagai macam konteks kultural dan mampu menunjukkan sikap terbuka, toleran, dan empatik terhadap perbedaan budaya. Project International Day sengaja kami desain supaya mahasiswa bukan hanya bisa menguasai konsep dan teori di dalam kelas, namun juga bisa langsung mempraktekkan teori dan konsep tersebut di dalam Project International Day. Di dalamnya nanti mahasiswa akan dikelompokkan berbasis pada negara-negara yang mereka pilih, dan nantinya mereka akan mendemonstrasikan karakteristik budaya, adat istiadat, keunikan dari negara tersebut. Harapannya, Project International Day ini menjadi satu simulasi bagaimana diversity atau keberagaman dunia terjadi di dunia nyata. Demikian gambaran dari pelaksanaan mata kuliah Cross Cultural Understanding di Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris. Saya Nisa Royasa mengucapkan terima kasih banyak, dan semoga video ini bisa bermanfaat untuk kita semuanya.
Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Morning guys.
Good morning.
So how are you?
I'm great.
I'm good. Good to hear. I hope you everybody, every one of you has done breakfast, didn't you?
Yes.
Good. Thank you so much for submitting your assignment. Last week assignment, you have done a really great job in doing analysis. Importance, having understanding, dealing with cross culture around you. Okay? Now, let's fill out the attendance. Ready?
Ready.
Good. So guys, if any one of you has not downloaded the module, you have some time to download it again. But of course, it's also been there in the below. So guys, today our topic will be
Communication, culture, and context.
yes. I believe you heard the word communication, culture, for many times in your life. Right.
Yes.
The word komunikasi, budaya, you must be very familiar with those words. But I really want to know your definition about what communication is and what culture is. Maybe any one of you wants to say something. What is communication in your perspective? Yes.
Communication, in my perspective, is when two people or more are meeting with each other and telling their ideas.
Okay, when two or more people meet each other, tell their ideas. So meet, when you're saying meeting, is direct meeting, physical meetings, or what kind of meetings?
It can be direct and also virtual.
Also virtual. Okay, thank you so much, Novel, for the opinion. Can you mention some examples of culture?
Saying 안녕하세요.
Annyeonghaseyo. Okay, it's a greeting maybe. Korean culture. Okay, what others? What are the cultures around you? Do you have any?
Maybe like traditional dance.
Traditional dance. What kind of dance?
Thank you.
Okay, can you show us? No. Okay. Okay, let's see if your definition fits with some theories that we're going to bring up in this discussion. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the class, we really hope, I hope, that today, in the end of the class, you are going to be able to define the nature of communication, especially and also culture. And then also, I hope that you are able to show understanding of how communication happens in various cultural contexts. Okay? And the last, I hope that you are able to apply effective communication. You can demonstrate how to communicate in various cultural contexts. Are you excited?
Yes.
Let's see. When we talk about communication, I believe it is very closely related with social relations. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Okay. I really want to know how diverse your social circle. Guys, I have prepared you with some links. We will do self-reflection to see how diverse the social circle that you have created so far. Okay? So you go to, okay, I send you a link to our group. Is Rina there? Jellycat, who is Jellycat? Prisma is there. Rahma is there, Mia. Ballerina Cappuccino. Ready? Okay, let's do this. Give applause! Guys, this is not a competition. So we're doing this for the sake of doing survey. Kita cuma pengen tahu how diverse is your social circle, okay? Let's see! So guys, some of you have got experience to spend some time in maybe totally different culture, maybe even in other country. Can you please share? Okay, I'll go to this one first, okay? You know, after this.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me this chance to share my experience. I've spent for about 3 months in Jogja, and it's kind of a little bit culture shock because in Jogja they have a different term with Banyumas. For example, if in Banyumas we call it as welok. Do you know welok?
Well, yeah.
It's a kind of vegetables. Yeah, and in Jogja I found it Jipang. You know what? Jipang. It's totally different, right? So then I learned many things between Banyumas and Jogja that they have different cultural background.
Thank you so much. It seems that two players have got passport. Who are you? Lura, can you please maybe share? So you got a passport, I believe, so you are ready to go abroad, yeah? Or maybe you have been overseas. Can you please share your experience?
I haven't used my passport actually, but I have a plan to use my passport for watch concert for my idol.
Okay, nice. Thank you so much for sharing. Everybody give applause. Okay, thank you so much for the data. So now I can understand how diverse your social circle is. Okay, so communication, it actually comes from the Latin word that means working as one. So basically we can say communication is a process of exchanging meaningful messages. We create a system of symbols that have meanings. It can be what else? Gestures and
Facial expression.
facial expression. Can you read my facial expression? Something. Elements of communication. Okay. You really need to pay attention because after this we will watch a video and then you will be asked to identify the elements of communications that are there in that video. Okay? So let's discuss one by one. Sender. First, you know the word sender. It means it deals with or it refers to the person. Convert the idea into some verbs that, as we discussed before, it can be in the form of words, it can be in the form of symbols, it can be in the form of gestures. Can we see the embodiment? No, because it's a process of state. It is in your mind. But can you see the sender?
Yes.
Can you see the message? Or can you identify the message?
Yes.
Guys, after this, you will watch a video and what you are going to do is identify the element of communication that happens there, that you can find in that situation.
Hello, this is the German Coast Guard. What are you thinking about?
So what's going on in the video? Heather?
In the video there is communication with the man in the video with
Now, the man in the video is the... Okay, the receiver. Correct. So,
as he received the message from I think a ship that is going to sinking.
Correct.
Sinking, but he misinterpreted. It's supposed to be sinking, it thinking. So he replied, "What are you thinking about?"
Thank you so much. Maybe others, can you complete again the elements of communications that you can find in the video? Please, what happened with the emotion?
I think the man that the receiver is calm but not really fast that the one that the other man is panic. So I think he didn't get the panic situation.
I think it's really interesting, right? So he's not really good at reading the context. So he's just calm, really calm, right? He doesn't really read, he doesn't really get that the sender was in a panic situation. Good job. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So guys, after we discuss about communication, and this is the time for us to know what culture is. Some of you have given your perception to what culture. Okay, so based on the cultural iceberg theory, culture is classified into two major classifications or two major types. The surface culture and deep culture. The surface culture is any form of culture that is observable, that you can touch it, you can smell it, you can see it, you can watch it, you can even see it, okay? And then the deep culture is not on the surface, so you can't really see it, okay, through your eyes. Now, can you maybe tell or mention some examples of surface culture?
Music instrument.
Music instrument. Food. Language.
Festivals.
Festival. Fashion. Dance. Customs. Wow. See, there are a lot, and I believe they are also around you. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So it's easier for you to be able to identify those forms of culture, but not easy
to identify, to be able to identify this deep culture, because it's not really seen. For example, about beliefs, okay, about perceptions, about assumptions, mental attitudes, okay, emotions, they're not really seen. See, so after you know that deep culture is very complex, that culture is not only dance or festival and other, but also belief system of belief, perception, assumption, and everything. So that's why it's very complex, and it is very sensitive to create conflicts and others. So that's why it's very important for us to have cultural sensitivity. Okay, I will play a video. It will show some unique cultures, traditions. Also, I will show a video. It will explain unique characteristics, habits, cultures in some countries.
Yes! From the way we greet each other to the way we celebrate special occasions, every culture has its own unique way of doing things. Welcome to Cultural Planet.
Cultural.
In India, it's common to eat with your hands instead of utensils. This practice is seen as a way to connect with the
Just
food
like you,
and is
right?
considered more hygienic than
Just
using
like
utensils.
us.
In Japan, for example, it's customary to bow instead of shaking hands when greeting someone. The depth and length of the bow can vary depending on the level of respect or formality.
So you have seen how cool our planet is.
Yes.
So do you think you are feeling positive with the diversity or negative? What I mean is, so after we discuss about culture, diversity, and communication, do you feel more on negative state or positive state? If you must be in a diverse situation. Positive state, what I mean is like excited, you are happy, you are okay, you are enthusiastic, you are curious. But if you got negative state, so you will be more afraid or maybe shy, anxious, not really happy. What about you? Do you feel more on a positive or negative state if you must be in a diverse situation? Okay, good to hear. Okay, so diversity is not only about culture. It's not only about race or ethnicity. There are quite broad horizons of seeing diversity. And then we call it the diversity that are under diversity umbrella are quite broad. Yeah. Then from race, ethnicity, what else? So guys, next, it is very common and it happens quite a lot when people from different cultural background, especially they meet in a certain occasion and then misunderstanding happens. Does it happen to you maybe? Okay, it's called cultural groupers. Okay, there are some pictures here illustrating some of taboos, taboos, or some of unique characteristics of some countries. For example, okay, the Hmong, do you know Hmong?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
In New Zealand.
yes, it's a original ethnicity from New Zealand. Do you know how they greet each other?
By tapping their
By
forehead.
forehead, bingo. Not by meeting the forehead. But yes, by meeting the nose. Can you imagine how awkward it is? Right? How awkward it will be. For example, especially Hilal. And then you must meet a New Zealand man. And then you must greet him. It will be really awkward, right? Yes. That's for example, the blue code, the awkwardness can happen. But what about eating noodles in Korea? Is it good or bad? Good. Good. Okay. So see, there are a lot of diversities. How cool our planet is, yeah?
Yes.
Now, again, some videos, yeah?
You are late for the wrong lesson.
Yes, and what time is it now? Almost 9:30. Again, Germany will have to be on time.
So those are examples of cultural bloopers, cultural mistakes, misunderstandings, awkwardness that can happen among people from different cultures or countries. Yeah. Now guys, let's make a group of 3. And then each of you will select a country you prefer. You will represent the country that you choose. And then you create a scenario. What cultural bloopers that might happen, that will possibly happen when 3 of you meet each other. Okay, I think you can do the group, please.
It's my habit. In Japan, we always prepare our breakfast this morning.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, hold on, hey! What are you doing? So noisy! Come on! It's 7 in the morning. What are you doing? It's 7 in the morning. You have to be expressive. Love music, bro. You must be expressive. Oh my god! That's not elegant at all. Man!
Hey, hi, Yanda. No food in the train. In China, it's illegal.
Why is it? It's normal.
No food in the train. You will go to the jail. Yes. You should keep it. No food, no food in the train. You will go to the jail if you eat food in the train.
Fine.
But I'm not a Chinese person.
Yeah, but you in China.
Oh, that's great! Oh my goodness! What are you doing? I mean, let's go to there. Like, I'm so starving, you know. Wait, are you? Let's go.
Yes. Okay. Here's your tip.
No, this is not my money. No, this is your tip. You should not give your money. Why you give me your money?
Okay, so before I close the class, I really need you to share what insights that you have got from this class. Anyone? Okay, let me see. Risma.
Okay, basically I've learned many things new from this class, including about surface culture and deep culture. I knew that deep culture is even more complicated and more deep, more rich than surface one.
Okay, cool. Ezra.
I think I agree with the previous one, the first two from my friend that what we have learned today is so meaningful, and what we learn from cultural, there are many of something related to it. We learn about sensitivity deals with the other culture. When we meet to another culture, we do not shock or we do not something like amazed or something like that. So we familiarize something new from another country or another culture, and I really enjoy the role play, the way we understand another habit from the another countries.
Thank you so much, Ezra. Okay, I'm so happy that you learned something. After this, please prepare your mobile phone. Let's do the quiz.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we will do the quiz through Kahoot. It means you must challenge your friends.
Masa. week, but you will happy.
So, thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, after this, please prepare for the International Day. That will be our birthday. Prepare everything, choose your country, do some research with your country, prepare everything, create the concept. Next week, you will present your concept of the International Day. Okay, are you ready? Yes. Thank you so much. I'll see you again. Bye.